Today we're going to teach you how to put a foot or a spike in a Stiffy push pole. Some things you will need to accomplish this job will be some type of saw. We're going to use a hacksaw in this video today because most of us have this in our garage. You will need some type of epoxy, 3M sealant, JB weld, something to adhere because the foot and the spike do not come with epoxy in the kit. We will be using a two-part epoxy is what we like to use here. You'll need the sandpaper that come in the kit. You will need the foam pieces that go into the pole first. You will need some mixing sticks, and you'll also need something to be able to mix the epoxy up on. I'm going to use a piece of cardboard today, and some type of acetone or solvent or fingernail polish remover is acetone. Works great for what we're going to do. When putting a foot or a spike into a Stiffy push pole, you want to make this cut as clean as you possibly can. What we will do normally here is take some masking tape, and if you put that roll of masking tape and line the tape up with itself, normally you get a pretty good cut, straight cut, and a nice clean round cut. Taking our hacksaw, laying it on the tape line edge, I want to follow that all the way through. Once you've completed your cut, take some of the sandpaper that we've provided in your kit, sand the edge of the pole, and you want to sand the inside of the pole as far as you can reach with the finger. This is removing any dirt, grease, grime from the inside of the pole so our epoxy will get a good bond. Once you've sanded this pole, edges and inside, we normally like to take a little bit of acetone, wipe the pole down really good, wipe the inside of the pole to remove any of your dust out of the pole, and then we will dry fit our spike, or we will dry fit our foot. When I sanded the edge of the pole, I'm just trying to get a nice clean bond with no big gaps so the pole and the foot meet up to the collar of the foot. Mix up some epoxy. You will then butter the end of the foam plug, the sides of the foam plug. You will insert that into the push pole, wiping the little bit of excess epoxy over the top of the foam plug. Then butter your spike or your foot. As you are pushing the spike or the foot into the Stiffy push pole, twist that or turn that to evenly spread the epoxy and to also burp the pole. As you see in this video, the excess air in the pole that I compressed pushed the spike out. So I will slowly turn it and let that air burp out. I do not wipe off the excess epoxy on the foot of the spike. I let that epoxy become pliable where I can touch it with my hand and then peel it off the end of the pole. This allows me a nice secured fitting without a pinhole on the end that could possibly take on water. Wipe off any excess epoxy, let dry for 24 hours, and you're ready to use. During your Stiffy project, if you have any questions or need some help, please feel free to give us a call at 1-888-273-7077, and any of the staff here at Stiffy would love to help you and walk you through any questions or problems. Thank you very much for your business. Appreciate you as a customer.